SHL Svenskan last season. Frölunda working from its own zone along that left side of neutral ice. Now they're over the line. Ruotsalainen playing it to the wing. Working along the boards. Inala into the corner and shoveled in back of the cage. Foot race for it. Down from the line, Hochberg, the ex-Philadelphia Flyer. Chipped on the near side. Skating onto it there briefly was Viggo Björck, one of some very good young players. Niederbach and Tammernes, and all it took was 146. 9 straight with a point for Stenberg. Hochberg starting ahead. Sends it on the wing, deflected. Marman Lind just pushed it to the corner. Philip Holmes sending it out. It goes all the way down, and Ruotsalainen up against Josefsson. Djurgården getting it, and now they'll try to work forward. Always difficult to navigate the neutral zone against this Frolunda team. Drop pass, Ruotsalainen shoots. That's deflected wide. Into the circle it goes. Ruotsalainen's got it again. Dropped it off, fired, and sent just high. A good quick release from Philip Hossa. The brothers Hossa buzzing the goal in the opening moments. Here's Inala, former Colorado Avalanche player. Chipped out of the zone. In terms of Frolunda representation, Dominic Eagley for Switzerland. Tobias Norman has been named to play for Norway. They're engaged in European Cup of Nations activity in Slovakia. They'll take on Slovakia and Latvia there. Emilio Pettersson and Hobart Salston also, by the way, named to that Norwegian side. 1-0 at the Scandinavium. Ivar Stenberg, a 9th consecutive game. Eanes takes a moment to take in the scene. Now advances. Crisp pass on the wing. They're over the line. And just a big news for Djurgården, getting healthy. Had a handful of players miss out due to illness on the weekend at Malmo, and they've got Jesper Pettersson, Colby Sissons, Elio Pettersson, and Anton Brodell back in uniform for this one. So we'll see if Brodell and his mates, feeling better, can make a difference after an 11-2 loss in this matchup when the teams met back in September. From the line, and they score! It's a tying goal from Djurgården. Fresh off the power. Even in shots, even on the scoreboard. And a fun one so far. Udon lifting it high. Tammernes pushing it to the line, backing up, chasing after it. Eagley, who will take from Johansson. Dominic Eagley intends to return to play in Switzerland next season, but fully committed to Frölunda this season, and hoping he can help his team back to a title for the first time since 2019. On this strange run, Frölunda, of making it to the semifinal and no further, bowing out the semifinal each of the last 4 years. Of course, there's something to be said for making it to the Final Four in 4 straight years. Many teams would take that. Coming up on 4 minutes to go in the first session. Back to the line they go. Snap to the circle down low. Pushed away by Shillington. Collected on the boards. They'll just lift it out of their own end. Cederqvist on the move into the last 2 minutes of period 1. All tied at 1 in Gothenburg. Down to the corner. Heens puts it in behind the net. Inala in possession. Turns at the top of the circle. Make that lasso. Gives to Heens. Now here's Folan. Goes cross corner with it. Ricochets around. Lasso on the other end. Folan takes the return. Djurgården out a long time here. They're getting tired. It comes towards the goal. Caught Marmelind up high. Now a body bumps into Marmelind. He's going to try and get back to his skates as his side clears the zone. Björck in neutral ice. Folan getting it ahead. Frölunda getting it to 1-0 in that contest. Leksand trailing Brynäs 2-1, and Malmo with a 2-0 advantage against Linköping. Those are the other scores around the SHL. All 14 teams in action. On the board, sent in behind the goal. Tracking it is Nielsen. He sent it ahead. stopped at the line and flipped into the corner. Frolunda claims offside, play allowed to continue. So they back off. Long change second. The team's cognizant of that. Turned over. Snively here. Snively cross ice. Taken along the boards by LaLeggia. Snively having a good season, fitting in well. 21 points. Leading the team as a face-off won by Djurgården. Back to the line. Björck, you put it on the boards. Down low for Björck. He's monitored closely by Niederbach. Staying on it, Björck. Pinch to the wall. Keynes comes up with it. Now Max Lindholm to the line. Long drive. No players in need of a change for Djurgården. Working back to the attack. Dover Nielsen. Inola backhand. And that didn't miss by much. Inola with pace and then switching to the backhand. And he had Marmelin taking notice. Chance. Over Nielsen, third-round pick of the Red Wings in 2023. Don't they know how to find quality in Sweden? Niederbach, top of the circle. Speaking of, has a look, plays it out in front. Stenberg couldn't find it. Sissons moves it along for Snively. Sissons gaining the line. Banks it off the boards and deep. In back of the net, Josefsson. Tummernes to Eagly. Eagly with two on him. Björck moving it. Eagly pressing it to the boards. Tight quarters down low, around and on the wall, catching up Lindholm. Max will get it out of boards. There's Tummernes. Tummernes seeing a lane, will travel and work his way into the Stockholmer zone. Lifted high and quickly out, back the other direction. This one he is gone. And even spent time in the NHL. Mentioned earlier, Snively leading the team with 21 points, but you know, with that assist in the first is tied with Joe Snively in that regard. They are the front runners together for Djurgården. Now their teammates looking for some offense. A pass ahead, missed Björck. Björck getting into the puck. He put an arm on Hogberg and turned him a little before he was able to come up with it. Worked this time. Udon sends it across to the far corner. Kruger turning with it. Taken from him. Hogberg on for Ruotsalainen. Coverage and kick the puck to a teammate. Now they're back to the offense. Here's Lassu in. Shoots. And Marmelin gets down and makes a stop. That really came together for Frolunda. And Lassu went from one end to the other with a shot on goal. Now a bounce, able to make the most of it. Teams back at work on Saturday with one final game before the international break. Brynäs comes into the Scandinavium to face Frolunda. Djurgården gets to go home. They will face a pesky Tim Roside. Kerm's around to the far side. Catching up briefly was Björck, and then he caught a check in the chest. And here's Max Vestergaard, 13th forward for Frolunda tonight. Over at Sulston, the 13th forward for Djurgården. Pedersen, middle of the line. Second in the league as well. They've allowed 2 goals in this game, and that for them is above their average. They allow 1.43 per contest. These did through 23 games. First place in the league by 9 points over Skellefteå. Djurgården in the 5th spot as this one got underway. On the wing it goes. They're in across the line. Josefsson working against Hogberg. Björck coming in to assist. He's got players around him. And it comes free. At the line and across. LaLeggia looking, shoots a deflected save. Loose at the edge of the crease. Down is Young with the reply. As they work inside the Frolunda blue line. Deflected at the side of the net. Josefsson was there. Björck trying to get in on it. Taken down as he came in whole. Emilio Pedersen, the Norwegian international, to the far side. They'll leg it to the red line and knife it in. That's August Berg. Down low, Ruotsalainen trying to get away from two players. Over Nielsen hacks at it. Available along the boards. Josefsson into the corner. Björck on the scene. Tammernes away from him. Chipped off the wall and forward. Djurgården looking just a little sharper at the moment. Trying to turn the red light on this time. Last 4 games on the road for Frolunda when you include the game in Germany on Tuesday. And they've won them all, trying to return home and find success. Josefsson opposed there by Pedersen. And Frolunda gains control off the drop. Tom Nielsen gives to Hogberg. Onto the wing. Down that wing, Pedersen. Check to the wall, it comes free. Björck getting to it. On for Josefsson, who took a hit but made a play. And the visitors reach the red line. Not coming out of the net that time. 315 games in the NHL with New Jersey and Buffalo. Back in the swing of things after a 4-year absence. Nick Backstrom, another story along those lines in the NHL, or at least in the SHL this year. Backdoor chance, just about stuffed in by Pedersen. Oh, they had an opportunity. It came about quickly, and they just couldn't put it away. Player with a puck on one side of the goal, another waiting on the other side, and they just couldn't get it across the line. Into the back half now of period 3. It's all square at 2. Hard to believe. As Frolunda's attack gets them on their heels again. 9 shots in the first for Frolunda. They've only had 6 since. Played in by Nielsen. Gathered on the boards, Hassa. Hogberg back to the point. Forced Nielsen into neutral. Picked up by Noah Hassa. Dances across the line. Hassa on the move. Dropped it off. Driven to the net. Turned away by Marmondlint. Wise, but they've been busy. You know they might be a little tired at this stage. Looking to help them get across the line here with some points to show for their work. Charles Ludon lays it to the side of his goal. Down and back underway. Eagley put it on the boards. Quick movement off the wall, driving the net. Shot on that short side. And that was a close shave from Weisbach. Another effort caroming wide. Lassu in control. Across for Tammernes. Put it behind the net. Berg on the scene. Udon comes over. Lassu checking. Berg tying up Lassu. Hassa's got it. Hassa in front. Tammernes, and he passed it off. Back to the line. Deflects and into the corner. Oh, Tammernes was close. Thought he might shoot that one. Sent it back to the line instead. Still got it at the offensive end. Lassu. Just inside the line. Played it to Eagley. Top of the circle. Tammernes across. Djurgården scrambling all of a sudden. 3 minutes left in the third. Fired there by Weisbach. Didn't get through. Trying to clear it. Sissons couldn't. Stripped from him. Hassa across. Tammernes digging in. He drives. Gets in behind the net. Seems inevitable now, but turned over. And played by Udon. Kept in at the line. They've got to get those out. Now they do. Udon down the wing. Björck staying on side. Snap to the net. And Johansson.